Yeah, hello. So today I have here this new dash cam that I want to install into my car here. So in this case, this is here this Autovox A1 dash cam that I'm going to install here. And so let's have a quick look here. You can see here this dash cam is in the shape of a review mirror. And the camera is actually here underneath the rest of the device. So you can rotate this, so you can either record what's going on in front of your vehicle or actually the inside of your vehicle. So in case you're like an Uber or Lyft driver, then you can easily record what's going on with your passengers in case you need to record this for some evidence. So yeah, what else comes with this camera here? So we have here actually a second camera that is here the reverse camera, so you can record also what's going on behind your vehicle. I'm going to can install this on top of your license plate, and this is connected by this long cable here, so you have to route this from the rear of your vehicle all the way to the front. Then we have here these rubber bands here to install the dash cam. And then here is the power cord together with the connector for your cigarette lighter. Here this works with 5 volts and actually has a mini USB connector at the other end. And it also comes here with this little cloth here to clean the mirror. And then here an extra set of these rubber bands. Yeah, so now let's get going with the installation. So first I'm going to install here the mirror, the dash cam itself, and you have here these little rubber bands, and the mirror has here these brackets, these little hooks on both sides. And then here you can see here the micro USB port, then the connector for the rear view camera, and also here micro SD card slot where you record your data on. So the SD card does not come with the camera, so you have to provide your own. Actually has to be a class 10 card in order to save the data quick enough. So, and then here I have here the power connector. This is the mini USB. And then in order to install this dash cam, you just hold it in front of your rear view mirror, and then you use these bands here to go around the original mirror, and then you just hook it in place. And we're already done here with installing the dash cam. All we have to do now is here plug in to the cigarette lighter, and then it's being powered that way. Now we have here the reverse camera. This is, I think, supposed to be installed here underneath by the license plate. And so this has 2 functions. One, it here permanently records what's going on behind your vehicle, but then also when you go into reverse gear, then it can show you in the mirror, which is also a display, it can show you what's going on behind the vehicle so that you can back up safely. So in order to connect here this camera, we have this cable here that we have to route all the way to the front of the vehicle. And so I have decided to route this here through the roof here. And so I have here this long pole that I'm using to push this cable here all the way through. So I'm just connecting this here to the pole, connecting the cable to the pole, and then I'm just pushing it all the way through. So you have to be really careful when you do this. So in case you have a newer vehicle and maybe you have some devices here installed in your roof, then you don't want to accidentally damage those. But here, this is an older vehicle, so there's not much going on in there. So I can pretty easily push this cable here through all the way to the dash cam and the rear view mirror. Yeah, and once you have this cable all the way in the front, then all you have to do is just plug this into the dash cam here. There's just a single plug here right next to the connector for the power and the SD card. And now we continue here with this red wire, and this is used to indicate to the dash cam that the vehicle is in reverse gear, because this dash cam can show the reverse camera as soon as you go into reverse gear, so that you have an easier time backing up. So in this red wire we are connecting this here to the harness of the reverse light bulb here, so of the reverse light. So you can see here I can easily access this here in the trunk, and this bulb is here connected with this green wire, and then the black wire. The black wire is ground, and then the green wire is here the hot, and we want to connect this to the hot, so I'm going to connect this red wire here to the green wire. So, and as soon as I'm done with that, I am going to now install the camera itself, and instead of installing it by the license plate, I decided to install this here by the third brake light, because by the license plate the camera lens tends to get dirty relatively quick and easy, especially when it rains. And so now that I'm installing this here behind the window, and then I don't really have to worry about dirt that much, because as soon as the window gets dirty, I can just easily just use the window wiper here, and then really quickly the camera is going to be clean again, versus the if I had this by the license plate outside, then I would have to manually clean the lens once in a while. Okay, so now I want to use this parking mode that this camera comes with. That means that the camera is basically always active here, or the G-force sensor is always active, and it's going to record any incidents when you park the vehicle, when you are away and somebody bumps into your car. Then this dash cam is going to record that, and I want to make sure that the camera, the dash cam, does not use so much electricity that it sucks out your battery and you can't start your car anymore. But you can see when this dash cam is in this parking mode, then it's only drawing here around 15 milliamps, which is not a whole lot, and I think that is okay for me to use this mode. Okay, so now let's have a look at the functionality of this dash cam. So we can see here we can toggle between the front and the rear view camera, and then we can take snapshots, and we can also press this lock button, which makes sure that we don't lose the recording at the time here, so that this file is not being overwritten. So now here we can see here the reverse view. We can actually use the finger to move this picture here up and down, so we can see exactly what we want to look at. And then if you swipe left and right, that way you can here adjust the brightness of the display. See, like when you swipe right, it goes way brighter. If you swipe left, it goes darker. Okay, so now let's go back here to the front camera, and now you see when I go into reverse gear, and now the camera automatically goes into the reverse camera, and you can also see here these assisting lines here. So this will help you to go into reverse, to reverse your vehicle, so you don't run into anything. It's only a little bit difficult here sometimes to see actually the picture, the image, because the brightness in the vehicle coming from through the window, so this is a little bit hard sometimes. Okay, so but now let's have a look at the real footage of this dash cam. Here we can see here the front view, and then let's switch to the reverse camera. So the reverse camera here has a resolution of 720p, and then the front camera, that one has a resolution of 1080p. That's the highest resolution that this camera does support. You can also lower the resolution here for the front camera. And let's have a look here. Little bit difficult situation here for the camera going right into the sun, but it seems to be able to handle this okay. And then definitely when your sun goes away, everything is great. And here we can see a little bit driving through the rain. Also here, really good picture quality, actually not bad. And then here, for example, driving at night. And then in a second I'm going to turn on here the brights. And look how good this camera looks like, what the picture quality is. I'm really impressed. So yeah, this is really good. Okay, so then let's have a look at the camera when we rotate the dash cam around, so we can record the inside of the vehicle. So if you're an Uber driver, then you can monitor your passengers here. And so here this is at night, so and you can still pretty well see here. So as long as there's just a little bit of light coming in from the outside, you can definitely see it.
Yeah, so now we're going here over some little bit of unpaved road, just to show how the microphone and the camera behave here. So you see if the camera keeps up with the shaking. And also the microphone here for the interior. Let me show you this here, how this looks like now. So, and test out the sound. This is pretty, how bad this is, or is it really good?
Yeah, and so this is already it, the installation here of this dashcam Autovox A1. If you have any questions, then please leave a comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe.